Resveratrol.
Right, well, this is not just resveratrol. This is a special product that many people were taking our resveratrol, our EGCG, which is, resveratrol is the most important ingredient, polyphenol in red wine. EGCG is the most important polyphenol in green tea. And then grape seed extract and pomegranate. These were our four most popular products in terms of botanical protective compounds. So we did, and this is a special savings, extra special savings, we did a composite product. If you look at the if sold separately pricing of the ingredients here, it's among the best savings you'll see this weekend. And as you can see there,
look at
just
that.
on the large size, if you look at just the resveratrol alone, at $159, basically you're getting all of the other ingredients today for free.
So that's $348. Our price is $159. You save nearly $200 on that.
And it's a year's supply, and you're getting 100 milligrams of resveratrol. You're also getting the same in terms of EGCG. So these are the most popular common protective compounds. We make separate versions of each of these, but by far and away the most affordable way to get, if you're going to get resveratrol today, you're getting the three others without spending a penny more.
So if you'd like to order this one, again, FlexPay is available. Free shipping and handling, we'll send it all out to you. This really is a mega powerful combination. You're getting so much good stuff here. And maybe this is your day. Maybe this is the day where you're discovering Andrew for the first time and you're saying, okay, I'm gonna do this for me. This is a product that will have a significant difference in your life. So with the resveratrol and everything else, Andrew, these are key. And again, it's all about a whole healthy being, isn't it?
Well, these are ingredients that have been recognized for their benefits as components in food. And I take seriously that what we do, we don't drink drugs or medicines. What we make are dietary supplements.
Right.
So each of the ingredients in these products has been recognized independently as a component in pomegranate, as a component in green tea. Green tea is, I consider, the most healthiest beverage we could consume. By the way, for those of you, I think there's been a lot of talk that coffee's bad, coffee's bad. Actually, drinking coffee, as long as you don't put bad things in it, as long as you don't drink it too much in terms of it becoming too much of a stimulant, coffee also contains protective compounds. But the beverage that I believe has the best research and the highest concentration of beneficial protective compounds, that would be green tea.
Right.
So the EGCG in this product, that is the most important antioxidant protective compound that's present in green tea. So you get 100 milligrams of resveratrol, which is the equivalent of, I think it's like at least several hundred, if not several thousand glasses of red wine. You get the equivalent of about 6 cups of green tea, and then you get the pomegranate extract, which is the equivalent of several glasses of pomegranate juice, and then you get our grape seed extract, an extract from the seed of grapes, and that seed contains something called proanthocyanidins. So again, these are incredibly protective compounds, each one individually available, but it's much more affordable to get them all together.
The powerhouse that it is, all in one small, easy to swallow, gentle on the stomach capsule. Stay in the ordering process for this one. And of course, when you do get this home and you start feeling those benefits, I know it means a lot to Andrew and all of us here at the network to please leave a review. The power of your words, you have no idea. It is really, it validates everything.
Well, and what's interesting is we encourage everyone to do that, but it's up to them. And I think that's why folks leave reviews, because they're generally surprised at how different these products are.
Yeah, it's true. All right, let's do it. Let's go over. Andrew, there's one